Good morning, everyone. Antonio Muniz, also known as Esteban Rapsy here. And this morning, I wanted to talk a bit about the difference between feeling and thinking. Now, a lot of times when we find ourselves in the middle of sin, there are trace periods where we start to feel this, short period or sense of shame, or when we start to ask ourselves, what am I doing? God doesn't want me to do this. I don't even want to do this. I'm hurting myself. And yet we do it anyway because either it feels good or we have this paranoid sense of mentality that we are furnishing our spirit with our shame, which is the exact opposite of discipline, what we should be furnishing our spirit with. Discipline in a spiritual sense is education and tactic, which are billions of degrees beyond shame. Now, feeling is a very spiritual force that allows us to understand each other's perspective, but something that's more powerful that gives birth to that and also gives birth to critical thinking is reason, one of God's more powerful gifts granted to us. Now, with thinking, because believe it or not, just because we're asking these questions in shame, it doesn't mean we're actually thinking. When we start to think, when we start to calm down and actually think about what these scenarios we're feeling are trying to teach us and what Satan's trying to take away from us, when we start to actually calm down and think about how we got here in the first place or why we're feeling this way, when we start to actually calm down and think, we realize that it's in the simplest motions we're able to walk away from sin. And sometimes the best way to walk away from sin is to just actually walk away, step away from wherever you are, start thinking about how you got there in the first place, and just realize that sometimes the best way to get out is to go back the way you came. And so my basic message for today is that it's the smallest things that make the biggest impacts. So just calm down, think, stand up, and walk away. Simple as that. Till then, I hope you have a great day. God bless you all.